Welcome everybody and Merry Christmas to you all. Um, just want to say today is going to be the last of the podcast for this year. And next year we're going to be going on strong, be adding a lot more new things to the stream, into the Discord, into the podcast. I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to get a face cam so that, you guys can see my lovely face. And we're gonna figure out some other things to do so that we can really have this be as nice as possible for you guys. I'm gonna open up a TikTok just for all of this, and share snippets here and there, really to get the community to grow and really help out the community as much as possible. I am going to start posting a lot more too, and not just for the podcast, but just for streaming in general, streaming everything. I remember I had done a lot when it came to streaming Resident Evil Village, so I plan on doing that again, very heavily. But just sit back and enjoy this stream. This stream probably it's probably gonna be like a little bit of a shorter stream. There's just um, the regular people with a shorter cast is me, uh, my girl Mello, and my boy Blue Gaming. Um, we're going to be, just sitting and chatting, doing some tea talks like normal. We don't have no set topic for today. So, and hopefully you guys can be as interactive as possible, and we get your opinions, or if you have anything just to ask or add on, hopefully you guys can sit back and enjoy and, have a laugh, have real emotional talks with us, and or just chill talks. This is tea time. So, go get your popcorn, get your tea, sit back and enjoy the podcast, and I will be there in a little bit. So just bear with me. All right. So hey guys, would y'all like to introduce yourselves to the podcast?
For about the 100 millionth time. I'm Blue. How are you guys today? Um, you can find me on Facebook on Blue Gaming. I am not a streamer. I am a content creator. Also have a YouTube that I'm not active on, Twitter, um, all the social medias that I'm generally not active on. But if you guys ever wanted to check me out on Facebook, Blue Gaming.
And I am Mellow for the 100 millionth time. I don't know why Blue said that, but I stream sometimes, but I'm not gonna go into that. And yeah, I'm ready to do this tea talk.
Okay, yeah. Welcome, and I see you, Camo. Thank you for tuning in to this podcast. Merry Christmas to you. So, kind of the first thing I wanted to ask you guys about and just hear y'all opinions on is, what do y'all think is the best Christmas snack to, you know, chew on or eat while you're by the fireplace? You think about that. Would you like cookies or like hot
I have the
chocolate?
perfect answer. Yeah, I mean, it is just absolutely perfect. It's a new snack that I've discovered. If anybody gets the opportunity, so I actually discovered it like last year. I didn't realize that it was a seasonal item. But if anybody ever gets the chance, go to Sam's Club and it is maple. I think it's maple pecans or pecans, however you say it, and it is in a purple bag. It is absolutely phenomenal. I mean, and again, I think it's only a seasonal Christmas gift or Christmas item. I'm gonna have to get some while you're here visiting. And I mean, dude, it's just oh my, I can't sing enough high praises about it. All I know is Sam's Club, you've outdone yourself this time.
For me, my I don't know what it is. You know those like dry ass fucking sugar cookies?
Yeah.
I used to love like making those with my mom, and they would be so dry and so like you have to have milk with them. But that's just something that I always think about. And we don't have fireplaces here, so we don't really like do that around the fireplace. We're in Arizona, we don't need fireplaces. It's hot enough.
Yeah,
But no, I guess some people do, but
yeah.
yeah. But that's a Christmas treat.
Yeah, for me, I love chocolate chip cookies. Baking some warm chocolate chip cookies, and then getting some hot cocoa, and then sitting by the fire, and then start telling
Mm.
stories and passing gifts around. I feel like it's the best thing ever. And then especially like like how mellow you have kids and whatnot, to where like you bake the cookies and you set them out for Santa type of deal, and then you end up sneaking. So I feel like when I have kids, the funny thing is I'm gonna end up, you know, having them bake the cookies and then like having them put it for Santa and then just sneak in because of how much I love chocolate chip cookies. Smack, like eat it, write them a little note that says, "Thank you for the cookies. It was delicious. Here's your Christmas gifts," and do it that way.
Yeah, we leave Santa a beer instead of milk.
Oh, that's sweet.
It's just been a Christmas tradition since after like wrapping and getting everything set up. I'm like, I could use a beer. So
Yeah,
since
yeah,
I'm gonna
Use
be
a
the
beer.
one drinking it, yeah.
yeah.
So that's interesting. Side note: have you already given your kids the talk about good old
Santa.
Saint Nick yet? How old? Wait, first of all, how old are they?
My son just turned 5 2 days ago, and my daughter is 7.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess they're old enough. Have you already given them the talk, the heartbreaker?
No, I'm into. I mean, they still think that the elf on the shelf ghost flies to him every night,
Okay.
which is kind of a pain in the ass in its own. I
Yeah,
tell them if they don't go to bed at bedtime that the elf doesn't fly back to Santa.
Can't
yeah.
get anything if he doesn't get the word out to Santa.
Yup. Better go to
Nah,
bed.
I feel like I was like an asshole to my brother now that you say that, because I told him that Santa didn't exist. He made me so mad one day, and I was just like, "Yeah, you know Santa, right? You know Saint Nick? Yeah, he don't exist. You know he be leaving you the presents. Yeah, it'd be Mama. Mama be
There
leaving
he
you those
goes.
presents."
Good old reality, destroying kids' childhoods.
Hey, it was time for a reality check, you know. But but see.
Fucking amazing.
Reality check.
But moving on to that, hearing you say that, Mello, what's like a Christmas tradition? Because I know some people do, what is it, like White Christmas or White Santa or whatever, where they do the random presents. Like, what is y'all Christmas tradition?
So a Christmas tradition that I have in my family, and it's more so my dad's side of the family. Every single year, we generally go to my grandma's house, my dad's mom, and we will have Christmas breakfast together as a family. And actually, this year we're gonna have the Christmas deal at my house instead of my grandma. I decided, I'm gonna give her a little break this year, but that's what we do. And so it used to be all the grandkids, which I guess, for my dad and them, their kids, but all my grandmother's grandkids would be the ones to make the breakfast. So, like, we all had our assigned jobs. Like, me and one of my cousins, we would make the pancakes. And then my other cousin was assigned to make the bacon. And my little sister was assigned to do the eggs. And one of my other girl cousins was assigned to do, like, the fried potatoes. And, like, we all had a job that we had to do, and we do that every single year. We always have Christmas breakfast as a family every year, and the grandkids generally make the breakfast for my grandmother and our parents. And I think last year was the first year we didn't do it due to COVID, but we're going to do it again this year. And like I said, this year is the only year that's been kind of different. We're going to switch it up and we're not doing it at my grandma's house. We're actually going to do it at my house this year.
Well, that's interesting. I know you said you do the little beer thing, Mellow, but what else do you do?
Sheesh. There's so many like technical traditions, like the elf on the shelf, which big mistake. Huge mistake. I can't believe I started that shit because they ask about it every year too, so I have to keep it up. But the elf on the shelf, and then Christmas Eve is always at my parents', and then like Christmas Day is always at their other grandparents'. So that's always been the same. Yeah, no, besides the beer. It's weird because like any tradition we kind of did have prior to their dad and I splitting up, it's just been kind of like weird. Like last year was just so fresh and being like not a full family anymore. That was the first Christmas, not all of us, you know? I think I still have room to kind of like add Christmas traditions right now. But at the same time, I was about ready to just do winter solstice and say screw the whole Santa thing altogether.
Yeah, might as well. Just
I mean, I was thinking, it was a close one, but since all the kids at school talk about Santa and all that, so I'm like, all right.
I mean, but there's
I
nothing
don't want
wrong.
my kids, huh?
I'll just say there's nothing wrong with ripping that Band-Aid off early, you know.
Yeah.
So
Hey, by the way, I've been him the whole time.
yeah,
It's me.
Yeah.
I've been spending the hundreds of dollars when you won't
Yeah,
like
right.
like you remember back when hoverboards were very popular. Yeah, I was the one spending the $200 to get you a hoverboard type of deal.
Right? Yeah, it's like,
So I feel like my mom told us early. Actually, we did. Me and my brother used to believe in Santa, and I feel like she kind of told us early because I think after a while she was like, "Hey, screw this. Like, I'm going out. I'm working hard. I'm paying for all of this stuff for them, and I just don't want my kids to honestly and genuinely believe." There's some fat jolly white guy coming down the chimney every year and giving them all of this stuff that I work hard for. Like I've been paying for all of this stuff, and I think it's about time that I let them know, hey, this is
yeah, I
me.
can see
And
that.
actually, the funny part was the year that she told us that he was not real. She goes, okay, you guys know now to come out here and help me get these presents out of the car. And I'm like, oh, geez, thanks, mom.
Yeah, I feel like a Christmas tradition that I always held was and I know this is like very common, was like the day before to like open up a gift. Like you just pick a random gift and you open it to get, your anticipation up for Christmas. And
I got
then
to do that, yeah.
yeah. And that's always fun. And then with on my dad's side, um we would on Christmas Day we would do White Christmas. Where everybody would put chip in on gifts. And I think me and Blue actually last year we did that with our friends. This is a little, what was it, the Secret Santa, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did a little Secret Santa. But normally we do a White Christmas with my dad's side, and then on my mom's side we always do like a seafood boil or like a huge dinner at the house. And it's like sit at the dinner table and talk. My sister's there now, so I sit there and I get to like play talk with my sister and just ravish at the fact that dang, she's getting old fast because she's already 2, and I just remember yesterday when she was just born. So yeah, but
Man,
yeah.
Hey, a little side note about the tradition of opening one present before Christmas. I always thought it was funny because when I was younger, we used to do it as well, but we used to hate doing it because so every year, you just pick a gift and you could open it. And I mean, I guess of course after a while, with us, we started discovering kind of which gifts were kind of which and which ones you really wanted to open. And so every year my grandpa, his parents would send us a gift And so every year, that was like, it was like you get to open a gift early, but it was always the gift that my great grandma and grandpa sent us. And me and my brother hated it because every year they always sent us like clothes. I don't know if you guys, I mean, I know the kids are a little bit different now, like everything's like high fashion and all of that stuff, but they always used to send us clothes. And we're like, oh, we want to open this. And when she's like, no, pick this one. And I'm like, I remember one year we were like, why do you even give us a choice if you're going to tell us what we can and we can't open? We don't want these fucking clothes. Like, you always only let us open a gift that grandma and grandpa sent us. And we know it's clothes. We don't want to open these goddamn clothes. Like, we want to open a real present this year. But it was hilarious. Like, every year she chose what we got to pick. And it was always those damn clothes.
My mom is like the master of practical gifts. So most of my presents were something that I needed, not necessarily wanted, which is now being a mom, I totally understand. But like as a kid, I was like, gosh darn it, you know, like if I needed clothes, I didn't want to open clothes like you're saying. And like, um, I remember one year I was opening like the night before and I opened a hair dryer, which I was a little older or whatever. And I was like, man, like, and I remember being kind of like rude about it. Like, I look back now and I like literally every Christmas I tell my mom how sorry I am for that attitude. But like, because I remember just being like, a hair dryer, mom? And you know, like, that sucks because she took the time to buy it, to fucking wrap it. Like, and I'm just sitting here like, really?
I said, Mom, you
Like,
could have did a little bit better.
yeah, I mean, of
Right.
course, the rest of the gifts were great. Like, there was just a few practical ones. Like I know my ex, his mom, like the kid's
Yeah.
dad, his mom would get him socks every year, like a new pack of socks. Like like he didn't buy socks throughout the year, knowing that he was gonna get socks for Christmas. So it's kind of funny, like you know, I don't know. It's just funny that some people get like the practical stuff for Christmas, but
Yeah, no, like what I noticed, because as I got older, it became less of what I want for Christmas and more of what I need for Christmas.
yeah.
So it would even really be like the gift, like it'll still be a gift, but it's not. It's more of now, like I get clothes. Like if I need clothes, oh, I get clothes. Like I already know what I'm getting for this Christmas because it's something that I need. She was like, oh, what do you need? I'm like, well, technically I don't need, I just need shoes. And I really I need a wallet. So I'm getting some shoes and a wallet for Christmas. And that's the funny thing. Like you get a lot of practical stuff when you get older.
The
And
older you get, yeah,
yeah.
the more like the older you are, the more practical your gifts are.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
we kind of talked about it the other day. I feel like a lot of the holidays after a while are just more so for the kids.
Yeah.
yeah, it
Yeah,
gets
we
like
did.
that.
We kind of went into that last tea talk. Yeah, because, um, yeah, it's the truth.
Right.
Like, I think last Christmas, because I was so like down on my luck, my parents legitimately gave me a check for Christmas. Like, it wasn't even, I mean, my mom still got me a few of the practical stuff, but like, it was majority like, hey, we know you need this more than we do, kind of
I feel like
like,
almost some of those too, when you get those, it kind of makes you feel bad a little bit. It's like,
yeah.
yeah, I need it, but like, damn, am I that down on my luck to where like they're
Right,
like,
they
oh
basically,
well,
yeah.
yeah, just give her this money.
Yeah, it was more
Yeah.
so like, here's the check to like reimburse you for the kids' toys. You know, like what I got the kids, it's like a reimbursement almost.
Yeah, and that's the crazy thing. Like I would get, like my dad for every year for Christmas now, he gives me money for Christmas before he will ever give me anything that I might want now. And which is cool, but it's just like, again, it's very practical way things work. And like and that's why last year when I did the Secret Santa thing with Blue and the rest of my friends, like that was a lot of fun because it was the first time I got something that I wanted, because it was funny because Blue was my Secret Santa, and I got what I wanted. I got what I wanted instead of what I needed. And so, and again, Blue, thank you. I still use it to this day. It's very very much helpful. So, um,
It's one of those. I mean, I always think Secret Santa's cool, especially when you're with a group of friends. It's because it's like, with you not knowing who who you get or whatever, and if you guys are genuine friends, it's like, oh fuck, they were like actually listening, like they actually listened to the things that I said, like you said, that I actually wanted. Or even sometimes it is the things that you need. Like you'll need something, you'll kind of like talk to your friends one day thinking like, well, I was just kind of venting to them or whatever, I'm glad they listened. And next thing you know, they're like, oh shit, like they actually bought the stuff for me.
yeah. So I feel like so. I feel like for real, and kind of. I wish we would have. I could have talked to our group of friends earlier because I really wanted to make that like a tradition that we always held by. Um, wait, I still got some time, but it might like be hella last minute for everybody just to go out and buy gifts, especially me, who just got done spending so much money on getting gifts. But no, like another thing that I kind of want to talk about is do y'all not start noticing like how things are starting to get more expensive per gift
Oh,
as kids get older?
that's always been a thing.
You mean
Yeah,
like for Secret Santas too, or like in general?
in general, like I've
Like the older
noticed.
you get, the more people expect more, I guess, maybe, or
No, so like I'm talking about especially like for like kids and siblings and stuff. Like I've
oh
noticed
yeah.
the older they've gotten, and obviously I'm talking from a younger perspective, going getting older, but like I've noticed that the stuff that my siblings, even if they don't ask for it, but the stuff that I get them or want to get them, it gets like more and more expensive, and it just starts to rack up, and I'm just like, damn, I really just got done spending like $300 on my sister, like, or like $300 on my brother, or like on my mom and stuff like, because like they get older and they start wanting different things. Like my mom, she wanted a pressure cooker. My stepdad got her a pressure cooker, stuff like that. And those aren't cheap. Not that expensive, but they ain't cheap either. So it's just like I've started to notice that a lot. But yeah, so moving on though. So kind of, I want you guys' opinions on if you, let's say if you didn't have a family. We're just using hypothetical because I'm kind of directing this towards Mello, who doesn't who has kids type of deal. So with significant others, right? What do you feel like is like the perfect Christmas date to go on with your significant other if you didn't have like a family to spend Christmas with?
Like so on Christmas Day?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I always think it's just whatever's meaningful. Again, it kind of goes back to the thing about getting your friends more so of things that they want versus things that they need. And I feel like it's just something that's meaningful. So, like to me, I feel like this will be an amazing, like, but I mean, that's different for every person. Like sitting at home and eating a very, very good cooked meal would be good for me. After that, watching a movie, just being together. I think honestly, being together, watching a movie. But then, even if we have to get out, like me, it's not always something that requires a bunch of money. We don't have to go to like a concert or anything like that. And again, we kind of talked about it. We have this thing here in Kansas City, and it's called Christmas in the Park, and it's this huge light show that's set up by our power and light company, and it's in the middle of one of the parks. They transition one of these parks, I mean, and it's like a huge light show. The line is usually extremely long. It's free, but they quote unquote take donations at the end, so you can kind of give them anything. But usually the line is maybe about an hour or two's wait, and it takes you about maybe 30 minutes to drive through. You're going about 10 or 15 miles an hour. You turn your lights off and you kind of coast through. I mean, and it's this huge, like amazing light show. And I feel like that would be like just perfect. I mean, something that's just meaningful that kind of gets you guys together would be perfect. But that's me.
See, what I envision is like straight out the movies. like a walk through the park with the snow coming down in your cozy coats and then like arms around each other. I just never had that because we don't get snow where I'm at. But I'm just saying, like, if I had to envision like the perfect day, like it's just walking around like with like the Christmas feel, like freaking, I don't know. And also, I really like ugly Christmas sweater parties. So I feel like that would be another fun date night for like a couple is like, you know, wearing your ugly Christmas sweaters out.
Yeah.
I have a full ugly Christmas sweater dress ready to go.
It's just ready to
For
go
it's
whenever.
ready to go. I actually have a couple of sweaters, but this year it was a full dress. And I actually think I'll probably wear it for the Christmas pictures with the kids. But no, I mean I like that would be fun too. Just like wearing your ugly Christmas sweaters and stuff like out and on the town, you know, or maybe like nothing's really open on Christmas, so like yeah, just I think a good walk through the snow very briefly because it would be cold.
A very brisk walk.
Yeah, very brisk walk. Yeah, I think that would be really nice. Just like spending, like getting out in the snow. Ooh, a snowball fight would be really cute too. Like with a couple. Like I don't care how old you are, a snowball fight's
It's like
fun.
off of one of these Lifetime movies.
Yeah.
You know,
Gosh,
that's what I say. Like
listen.
one of these Lifetime movie dates.
Listen, if again, I don't get snow though. Like when I see those movies and stuff, like I'm thinking like, wow, that must be nice to go like out front and have snow on Christmas. 'Cause like I've never had a white Christmas ever. I actually went to Montana 2 years ago because my friend up in Montana, she always has a white Christmas. And I went up to Montana with the kids, the whole like 2 years ago now, but the whole family and we stayed in a really nice hotel and like I printed out a letter from Santa saying sorry I put your presents under your tree at home, like I didn't realize you were in a hotel or something like that so the kids wouldn't think they got left out and I was not bringing their Christmas presents on the trip. But I was so ready for a white Christmas and they didn't get snow that year. Like I actually tried to prepare for a white Christmas. Like I still didn't get it. I am out of my luck. I have yet to experience a white Christmas. So yeah, of course I am probably straight out of a Lifetime
Yeah.
movie thinking that way.
Yeah, and I feel like you kind of are missing out. White
I
Christmases
am, I
are the best
gotta be.
Christmas. Yeah. So let me break it down to like my ideal date. Okay. So, I kind of see things like a movie, like you said, where, you know, here at home where me and Blue lives, there is this thing called Christmas. What is it? Christmas in the park, or what's
Yeah,
it called, Blue?
Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas in the park. Well, we even if we had lived together, like we meet there. Like, I sit there and wait, and then like I meet her there. We could walk around and Christmas in the park, you know, let's and just walking around, viewing that. And the whole time I have my homeboy, and he's just like basically putting all of the everything at the house together for me in terms of getting our little, I want us to have like little Christmas PJs. I want that like put down for us. He buys bottle of red wine, still rose red, just like at the table, and then kind of get all the groceries set up for us. Not cook it, but like get it set up for us. Get some hot cocoa and all that, and then just so when we get back, it's like a surprise. Like it's easier to surprise her because she doesn't know the fact that I had somebody come in the house to set the whole thing up. So then we kind of get home and she sees like how it's all decorated and stuff, how it's all romantic looking, and then I'll be like, hold up, put a blindfold over. We walk to the bedroom and I show her the PJs, and we change it to the PJs. We walk into the living room. fireplace going, the fire's going for in the fireplace, Christmas music playing, presents for her, and our little hot cocoa. And then after that, go and cook for and then I go cook a little steak dinner, pour us a glass of wine, we eat that. And if they don't eat steak, make some salmon or whatever. Whatever they like, really, or a pasta dish. And sit at the dinner table, do the little clink with the glass, you know what I mean? And enjoy our time, eat, have her open up her presents, and just I feel like that's like an amazing date. It sounds like a movie date though, you know what I mean? But that's something I really want. Also have like the chocolate chip cookies with the hot chocolate right there. So
Wait, you've done this?
no.
Oh shit! I was like, damn, reality.
Fucking fancy.
I'm seeing it. Yeah, like Jesus. All right, no.
Yeah, no. That's what I plan on doing. That's like when I find my significant other, and cause yeah, I'm talking to somebody. But when I actually like have my significant other, have my own house and everything, that's my plan to do that. Just like the tradition I talked about, I'm pretty sure it was the last episode, where I wanted to help, like this is something that I plan on doing as soon as I can. So,
I'll admit, I think the most romantic, I think a Christmas Day engagement would be super cute. Like if somebody did that, like if somebody were to like want to take that step, I'm just saying, like that would probably be one of the best days to do that for somebody.
Yeah, and actually, I'm not gonna
We're
lie
get
to you.
Santa involved.
Ooh,
What?
yeah.
So,
So actually, I was thinking about this really cute idea because now that you bring this up, where I kind of have this little snowball, right? And the snowball is just like it's a fake snowball, obviously, but it on the inside, like there's all these snowballs laying around, and I just be like, find the right snowball, and then that's it. Just tell her that. Just find the right snowball. And she finds the right one and opens it. The one
What
that
if
can
she
open.
throws it at you though? It's got like a fucking ring
Yeah.
case in it. You're like, fuck. It smacks you in the face.
that's
Hey,
not
hey.
what the fuck you were supposed to do.
I said, open it. No, I'm just kidding. You get all
No.
fucking mad at it.
But that, first of all, but that'll be a story to tell the kids and grandkids. It's just like,
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
had a cute proposal set up, and then next thing you know, I had a fucking snowball thrown at like a snowball ring case just thrown at my head.
God, your fucking grandma could never do shit right.
Yeah, or
Damn,
something
your
like
grandma
that.
doesn't know how to follow directions. No, just kidding. No,
Yeah.
but hey, no, I'm gonna be honest with you, reality. Like guys who actually think that stuff through before they even have a girl in that, you know what I mean? Like you're younger. That's not like in your view right now. Like you're not with anybody right now that you would have that in mind. I'm just saying, like for you to actually be thinking of cute ways to propose to the right one, that's legit. Good for you. Like I feel like some guys just wing it when they're like, "Oh crap, I should probably propose. What am I gonna do?" Like at least you're thinking about it a lot. Like
Oh no, you don't want me to even get started. I have like a whole like when I tell you, like when I get bored, I'll sit down and try to think of like all this stuff I want to do when I'm dating, or like when I have my own house too with my significant other. Like the amount of stuff I want to do. Like one thing I really want to do is I want to get, and I know I'm stealing this off of somebody's idea, but I think it's so cute. Is just like for one Christmas, get a giant box, and then and have like the trend that was going on with the multiple boxes, and then it's just like one small gift that's really and it's like one small gift, but it's like really really like sentimental or valuable.
oh yeah, and like
Yeah.
it's like duct tape and like everything's like super
Yeah.
wrapped, and then you get down. Yeah.
Yeah, so what I want to do is, and I'm just sharing all my secrets to just everybody on what I want to do. But no, I just want to have this one giant gift, and then as she opening it, you know, she's just gonna be like, "What the fuck can this be?" And then at the end of it, I want it to be a receipt papers saying that we're going on a trip to, like, let's say we'll use for instance like Ghana, Bora Bora, Italy, Japan, some place that she always talks about wanting to go. Like, I want to do that one Christmas where that is just
That'd be pretty
like,
darn cool.
yeah, either do that or just get a whole bunch of boxes and like bags and just make it empty, and then that one box that she did is not open is gonna have that in there. And just like, and in there is just be like, I've known, we've been through a lot together, we've known each other for a long time, all you need to do is bring your clothes and yourself, leave your wallet at home. It's all expense paid for, and I'm paying for everything. This is for you, babe.
This
I
is
want
pre-marriage for you in your mind?
this is yes.
Like,
I want to. This is something I want to do. Now, this is just like if you in. Now I'm just thinking like if this is like you're in a relationship for a very long time, whether
Right.
I'm married or not. Just like I'm in a relationship for a very long time, say about 2.5, 3 years. Like, I feel like that's enough time if you're really trying. Like, if you really spend time with that person, 2 or 3 years is, I feel like it's a good amount of time to spend with somebody to, go out and do it and do big things with. Like, yeah, I could travel with somebody as soon as I get with them, and I would love to do that. But to like say,
You mean like a dream vacay though?
yeah, like a dream
yeah.
vacay. Like, we're going to Hawaii. You don't have to pay for anything. You don't have to touch anything. You don't have to touch any thing when it comes to money, or like have to think about wanting to, or have to stress about doing anything. Like, everything I'm doing, type of deal. And we have to be together for a while because that's a big thing, and that's me spent, and plus that's going to take a while for me to even plan and also to get done. So I'm gonna have to know. I mean, I'm gonna have to be together with them for a while just so that whole idea can be done. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. So that.
No, that's awesome. I was thinking you were gonna say like a giant box and then a ring at the bottom, and at first I was like, wow, that's super cute, and then I was thinking like, did he just make me fucking work for my engagement? Like, that would almost be like too much. I think the papers for like an all exclusive would be pretty darn cool. That would be awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, that's kind of something that I feel like I really want to do though. I feel like it's really interesting to do.
Oh yeah,
Um.
I agree.
Yeah. So that's something that I feel like really and I feel like it's because I'm personally feel like I'm a huge romantic, right? Where I like to do all that stuff. Give
I
me
don't
one.
care who the girl is. Like, there could be girls out there that are like, hey, I'm simple, I'm a homebody, whatever. I don't care who it is. I don't even know if it's a woman thing. I think it's a human nature thing that people like just the romance, like like you thought this through to do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And like even if it wasn't a huge trip, if you just said, "Hey, we're going to the next state over for a
Right.
freaking Motel 6," like that would still mean so much to somebody that you actually thought this all through and was like, "Hey, I'm surprising you with this." Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you could take her to freaking Disney World or something and she'd be happy. Like, it's not even.
I actually wanted to do a Disney World date.
Dude, that would be awesome. I
Yeah.
loved it. I've only been, well, not only, since being an adult, my kids have been to Disneyland, not
Yeah.
Disney World.
I've never been to Disney World or Disneyland. I've been to Universal. So
I've
I
been to Disney World and Land, and I tell you right now, it is worth it. Every penny, they know what they're doing.
well, now that you tell me that, I'm most definitely going to do that. So,
Yeah.
you know, so stand by on that one. I am most definitely gonna get that done. Um, and I will tell you how much fun I had on there. So
That'll be a whole tea talk in itself. You're like,
yeah.
Disneyland trips, let's talk, or Disney World trips. Disney is
Yeah.
worth it. Hey, actually, because obviously I was married before I have the kids. Um, and you know, like during we looked at venues and stuff, right? There was this
Right.
one venue that actually had set up their entire sound system to match Disneyland's. And it was like, and I kid you not, you walk into Disneyland, like, or Disney World, it's just every little detail has been thought about. Like the sounds, the music, I mean, you name it, like there's nothing that hasn't been thought through.
Thought through,
I mean,
yeah.
it smells good, even though there's a
Ooh.
bunch of sweaty people. I swear to God, there's got to be some like freaking perfume spray. I don't even care.
Yeah.
Everything has been thought through.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
why those
So
people make millions.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So that's which one is it? Is it Disney World or Disneyland? It's in LA.
LA is Disneyland.
So that
Or
I
sorry,
think
it's Anaheim. It's Anaheim. It's actually closer to San Diego, but go on.
yeah, that's where we're supposed to be going in June. So my nephew's birthday
Nice.
is in June, and we're usually pretty big about birthdays in my family. So yeah, that's actually where we're gonna go in June for my nephew's birthday.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, honestly, it's just as enjoyable for the adults and as there doesn't matter what age you are. You could be like on your deathbed and you would want to go to Disneyland or War World,
Yeah.
Disney. You'd want to go to Disney.
Any of the Disneys, yeah.
Any of the Disneys.
Yeah, I don't, again, I've only been to Universal, so I only know how that's been. But actually, you just kind of brought on me a better idea now. You know how people do like the whole like football games, basketball games, hockey games where they get the announcers to during like half times or like during in between quarters
Mm-hmm.
to have like a couple like get married, like propose or something like that. So,
Yep.
so I was thinking, like, and obviously, I feel like you will have to have a lot of money to do this, but I think this is it. I think this is a cool idea, to where, you know how Disney likes to, make sure everything is perfect, make sure it's all planned out and everything. Well, what if they had it so like one day, like I don't know if they do like a fireworks show or like if they do like light shows or whatnot. But whatever show that they do, what if they made it so that it all spelled out the person's name and will you marry me?
Listen, they have a fire and water show.
Yes,
Fire and water. I'm
that's
not kidding.
crazy.
It's fucking fire and water. At least at Disneyland, I've been to that one and it's pretty awesome. But I don't know. I don't know how they would. I don't know how they do it. I don't know if it's like super planned ahead, but yeah, that might be a lot of money. But I mean,
But
it could be
hey,
something that like in the middle of it, they just have some like heart pop up and they're like, and direct your attention
yeah,
to, yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
yeah. But the thing is, this is like, because my philosophy is normally when you get married, you're supposed to get married once and for that lifetime.
Supposed to.
Yeah, it's supposed to. It doesn't always happen, and
I know what you mean.
yeah, yeah. But my whole ideology has always been, you know, I'm the whole point of me getting married is so I can marry once. So if I'm planning on getting married, and if I'm ready to make that step, I want it to go big or go home. I want this to be, regardless of how much money it costs, I want this to be a very special moment when I'm back to engage. I don't want to just randomly, like for a dinner. And I'm not knocking anybody who's done this, but like just randomly, like we're at a dinner and just get on my knee and then pose. Like, yeah, that's special. But I like to go above or beyond with my proposals because, again,
Yep.
you only live
Do it.
once. Yeah, like you only live once. Do it to the point where it's going to be a time to remember. Like every proposal is a time to remember, but I want this to be a spectacular thing that we do. That's a time to remember. And I want it to be filled with an up and possibly a down because with planning those big things, sometimes something can go wrong, and we could talk about it with future kids, with grandkids, with family, just talking about it and laughing and just knowing that damn we made it that far. I
Right.
and that's the thing. I want that, and I want that so bad that, you know, with all the dating that I've been through, I feel like if I ever, and I'm not gonna lie, I almost rushed into a marriage, and that was gonna be all bad for me. But one thing that I really want is, if I am going to marry somebody, I want it so that it is a time to remember through and through, from the point of us getting engaged and through. And just so that we could talk about it to our kids, to our grandkids, to our cousins, parents, all that, about what the special moment that we had together, as I did this crazy thing to propose, as this crazy thing happened before she said yes, type
Yeah,
of
not
deal.
even
Yeah.
like you want it to be even up into like even before you get married, you want that story for people to tell.
Yeah.
Like if you're at like dinner or something, like she's showing the ring off or something, like who cares what size the ring is? If she's got a good fucking story on how she got it, that puts it.
Yeah. Like, I remember one of my friends told me that they don't care what type of ring I get them, as like they
Mm-mm.
no, like they say, even like, if you watched Deadpool, you know how he did the what was it, the ring pop.
Yeah,
Mind
yeah,
you,
it could be
ring
a
pop out
fucking
his
ring pop.
ass. Mind you, ring pop out of his ass. But the ring pop, I think it doesn't matter what type of ring it is, as long as what goes on for the engagement is special. The ring isn't as special as, well, the engagement ring isn't as special
Right.
as, because again, it's an engagement ring. You know, I don't see it as big of a deal as as a marriage ring. When you put that ring on each other's fingers and get that kiss, I feel like that ring can be like spectacular or whatever.
If she cares about the size of the ring, there
Dropper,
might be a red flag. Yeah.
dropper.
I mean that. Like I honestly do. Like I personally would not care if it was a ring pop or a $10,000 ring or whatever. Like I don't give a shit how much it is. If you're A, the right person, and B, like the proposal also has to be like a big factor.
Yeah,
Um, and I mean, obviously, I'm not the best one to talk about this because I have a failed marriage, but you know what I mean. Like, um, my engagement was like he thought through the sweetest thing he could do with what we had at the time, and it was not a super expensive ring. Number one, he took my dad to pick it out, which is huge. Like that's my dad can't keep a secret for shit, by the way. He was giggling the whole time when they got back. That was pretty funny. But also, like, he took us to where we had our first date for my birthday to propose. Like that, the sentimental and like, I know it wasn't huge. It would have been nice if it was like a big thing, but I
yeah,
always got to tell that story though. Like he said, and I quote, um, I wanted to take you to the place where I first fell in love with you. Like it was just this like moment of, oh, like he actually thought through somewhere that would be sentimental, like, so
yeah.
no, I at that time when he opened that box, I didn't give a shit what was inside. It could
Right.
have been a fucking ring pop. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it one of these? Question: Is it one of these? So, like, I know some people. I guess I don't know. I guess this will still more so be that she hasn't. She does not have to care in the beginning. I know a lot of guys will initially buy a ring in the very beginning with the hopes of being able to go and get her something bigger or better later. But I wonder if there's some women out there that's like, oh, okay, well, this is fine for right now, but within a year, whatever, I want something better than this.
Mello, I think he's directing that towards you.
Towards me. What do you mean? Like in the future? What do you mean?
I mean, because I've seen to where some guys will give their, um, fiance or whatever a ring, and it's like, well, this is what I can get for right now. I just really love you. I want us to be together, and I want us to be together forever. And I basically just spent what I could spend now. And I know there are some guys out there who will get his fiance at the time ring initially with the money that he has, and maybe like a year or two, somewhere later on down the line, if they renew their vows, or again, just maybe after a couple of years, he's like, okay, we're doing better. I'm financially stable. I bought you a better engagement ring. Here's a bigger engagement ring. But, and I've never personally heard of this, but I wonder if there's like women out there who is like, okay, well, this is small. Or, I thought that I would get something bigger, so I'll accept it for right now, but I want something bigger later.
Red flag,
I
red
mean,
flag. I'm
no,
playing.
see,
I'm
like
playing.
actually, you know what's funny is when I got engaged, so he picked something out. He had it was one of those sets, you have like the engagement ring and then the wedding band as well.
Right.
It was really nice. He thought like he actually spent like not stupid money, but like a good amount of money on it. And the funny thing is we actually together after the wedding went back to a ring store and I got to pick out like my own thing, which was the funny thing is I actually picked out something much more like much cheaper. Less expensive actually than the actual engagement and wedding band.
Yeah. I mean, so yeah, by the way, I was just joking about the whole red flag thing. But yeah, my whole opinion on that is just like I feel like you yeah, it'll be nice to cuz it's something that they'll wear damn near every day unless they get mad at you and decide to not wear the ring for the day. But anyway, yeah, so like I feel like getting them something nicer after, like when you get married, and especially after, would be really nice. I don't expect it to be like, I feel like, and this is my personal opinion, and from what I've gotten from a lot of people that I've heard, a lot of women that I heard say, it's just like, it doesn't have to be no spectacular huge ring that's like thousands on thousands of dollars because no, not everybody got it like that. But at least as long as it's something that wasn't just lazily thought of and was just like actually put in time and effort to pick out or think about, and and that it was at least what was it? What's the word for it? At least that it is a a beautiful thing, because again, it's a ring that girls are expected and guys are expected to wear every day. So I feel like that's the thing that I ran into. Hearing people say is that as long as it's like well thought of and is pretty, it doesn't matter how expensive it is. As long as it's pretty and it's nice, then yeah, I'm fine with whatever.
I think so too. Because like if a guy, if I literally like don't have a bunch of money, but for you, just for you, because I love you so much, I literally like saved up for 6 months to a year, or I literally took everything that I had in savings and I didn't care. I just went in and bought it for you because I love you. I mean, that honestly, that should be enough. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't afford you a $10,000 ring, but this $1,500 that I spent is literally all that I had, and I literally spent every last dollar that I did have for you because I love you and I wanted to show you that I'm willing to do anything for you. I'll spend my last dollar just for you.
But I'd rather that be spent on our lives, like.
Yeah, and I think that's why I hear a lot of women say that is just because they want all that to be like spent on their lives, on like the shit that they are able to do, not the shit that they not no ring that that you could end up losing, and then it's just like the fuck we could have went to like Bora Bora together, or we could have spent that on our honeymoon, like those type of things. So I feel like a lot of them just won't, a pretty ring that doesn't break the bank versus like this super expensive ring that costs tens of thousands of dollars, and can be lost. Like I feel like that's the whole reason, because you want that in the lives, especially for if you want to, if you're not a millionaire and you want to, get up to that point, get to a millionaire, build together, build that empire together, because again, you are like you guys are the king and queen of y'all family, so that's
Right.
what you're trying to build that empire together, and that money should go towards that, is what I feel like.
Agreed.
But
I'm the same way about weddings too. So I mean, yeah,
yeah,
I agree.
yeah. But actually, since we talk about weddings, and I kind of want to push it to that topic, so I was looking, and this is like, I don't know what was wrong with me this day, but I was just looking at wedding themes. So what do you,
Themes?
yeah, themes. So what do you guys think? Like, what would you want like your wedding theme to be, and why?
I feel like that's
Halloween.
more so for her.
I'm just kidding.
I feel like that's more so for her. I'd kind of leave that up to her. I mean, of course, I want it to be nice. I'd have some input and whatever, but I feel like the grand design will be more so for her. I feel like in general, a lot of times weddings are more so for the woman than it is for the man.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I kind of have a different thought process on it, where um
In reality, it's probably already planned his whole wedding.
yes, sure did.
I like
Actually,
traditional personally.
yeah, I kind of wanted a dark themed wedding. Uh,
Like Halloween. I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
not really Halloween. So Blue better have a bunch of input. Shakes fist. At least he said that. Um, but yeah, I want a dark themed wedding where it's just like, black dress with like a black tux, um, and then like with a ring that even though it's like black, but it's like dark red encrusted for the wedding band for the man, and then like a dark black, what is it, like little bar with red stones on the wedding ring for the uh bride, and then just like literally have like these like rose gold silverware, rose gold flowers everywhere, with like black chairs and stuff like that, and just have this like dark themed wedding, not no gothy way, in like a very adorable, cute way. Just because it, even though like what white has the idea of purity, I think black, in my opinion, and one of the reasons why it's my favorite, it has my idea of, it's something that can absorb every color, so basically our love can absorb every emotion out there, and also it
Okay.
can and it is something that shows maturity, like we are maturing into a marriage, into a good relationship. But yeah, I did say we are gonna keep this short, so let me hear like your opinion real quick, and then we could cut it from there.
Yeah, like I said, I like traditional ideas, like, but no, when it's actually like thought through like that, that's I think, I mean, isn't a bride supposed to wear white to like if you think traditional, like technically I'm not even supposed to wear white anymore. Like if I were to get married again,
Yeah,
like if you're like the whole, virgin is white kind of thing, like clearly my kids are going to be like at the wedding. So, I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah,
when I say traditional, I just think of like red roses, black and white, like that sort of thing. And that's enough for me. I mean, I'd also probably just do a destination wedding so that the family members that didn't give a shit about me until then
yeah.
wouldn't
Wouldn't be able
like
to
I'm
come.
kind of right there. I mean, I
yeah.
wouldn't be opposed to a destination wedding. But I feel like that the destination should be for me and my significant other. So I mean, I still believe there should be a separate honeymoon. I guess more so if I say destination, not necessarily. I want to, if I had the ultimate say so in it or whatever. I don't want to do the traditional find a hall, find a play. Like I would want a nature wedding, like somewhere out in the woods somewhere, like somewhere that's a really really beautiful spot, or like I want our backdrop to be not an artificial backdrop. I want it to be like up on a cliff somewhere or off on a beach somewhere. I just want a nature wedding to where like it's like just beautiful. The scenery around us is naturally beautiful. I don't want anything artificial that's been made or that's been staged for us. I want to pick a really really nice spot that's just beautiful for us to be able to be outside and be able to have this wedding again. So I've already said it before. My honeymoon's gonna be in Bora Bora. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no
I'll see you in Bora
negotiating.
Bora. I'll
There's
see you in
none of
Bora
that.
Bora.
Like, yeah, my honeymoon will be in Bora Bora. There's no question. It's one of those. All right, we going skimpy on the ring. I'll spend $300 on the ring because I'm ready to spend this $10,000 for us to go to Bora Bora. Like we're going.
Yeah.
I mean, I will
Yeah.
put out a sucking mortgage on the goddamn house, but we're going. I more so want to have more fun on my honeymoon than I do on the wedding. I mean, I want the wedding to be nice, but even with that nature thing, like it's nice. I feel like you can save a little bit of money, but it'll also be beautiful. It'll be something to remember. I want it to be a really nice spot. But I'm more so ready for the like. Can we skip the wedding and get to the honeymoon, please? Like that's it. The wedding is for everybody else. The honeymoon is for us. I'm ready to go to Bora Bora like tomorrow.
Right. I felt you on that, and I really want to go to Bora Bora too. And that's why I said I'm gonna see you in Bora Bora. But you know, I I feel like, yeah, I agree with you where I would want to spend a lot more money on the honeymoon, because the honeymoon is like for you and your spouse rather than for everybody else, and the whole marriage is for, a ceremony that everybody can deal with instead of just for you two. But yeah, but we're going to kind of end this here. Sadly, this is going to be the last podcast of this year. So all I got to say is Merry Christmas to everybody, and have a Happy New Year's. Anything you want to say, Mello, or you want to say, Blue, before I end the stream?
Merry
Um,
Christmas and Happy New Year. I'll say it too. Hell yeah.
yeah, happy holidays. If you have the option, I know everybody isn't as fortunate to be able to do so, but if you can, spend the holidays with the people that mean the most to you. If that's your family, if that's your makeshift family, people that you view as family or you've kind of made as your family along the years. Hell, the people that take care of you every day, the people that are there for you every day, that's who you spend that time with. I mean, people that you just met. I can't say that, they can't be close friends. Nobody knows what your connections are with anybody. But just spend that time with those people if you have the opportunity to show them that you love them and you care about them, because everybody loves to be able to receive gifts or be able to receive stuff. But little does a lot of people know, just you being there is a gift to them. One little saying that I've heard a long time ago, and I always come with my little sayings. I think it's funny. Um, you you may be, how did it go? It was like you might be small. It's like something, it goes along the lines of like, to everybody, you might just be one person in the world, but to one person, you may be their world. I mean, you mean everything to them. So just spend time with the people that care about you and want to be around you, because people genuinely want to see that you're happy, you're healthy, you're okay. That makes their day. That makes them smile, just to be with the people that they care about. So just
Amen.
just yeah, spend the time with those
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, and the last thing I want to tell everybody is, uh, thank you guys so much for everything this year, for tuning into the streams, for the follows, for, Blue and Mellow, for you guys always being in the Tea Talks, and to everybody else who even, would join and talk in the Tea Talks, and to all the viewers who would put their inputs in and really make this thing moving. I really do appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys have an amazing holiday. Whether you celebrate Christmas or not, whether you celebrate Hanukkah, or I don't know what other holidays there is near here. I wish you guys the best. I wish you guys have a happy holiday. I love you.
Hanukkah, Christmas,
Yeah,
Kwanzaa, all of
Kwanzaa,
that.
all that.
I appreciate you guys too.
Yeah.
I'm glad we do this.
Yeah, I love you. I love you all dearly. Every single one of my viewers, every single one of my subscribers, followers, to everybody who listens to this on every platform. Love you guys to death. And all I gotta say is, you guys will see me again on January 3rd, probably. Well, no, hold up. Yeah, January 3rd is going to be the first Tea Talk of next year. Oh, I'm sorry. January 4th. It's going to be the first Tea Talk of 2022. And I hope you guys can tune into that. Just so I could kind of, and it's going to be a short one. It's just going to be me just kind of breaking to you guys how Tea Talks is going to be. But it's going to be the first stream of next year. So, I hope you guys spend time with your family. And all love to everybody else. And you guys be safe. You guys be easy. And yeah, this is about to be the end of the stream. So see you guys.